thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, so my name King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. In motion right is Smith. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Dalton. There's Chris Olave. He's got room past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 88 yards. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Here's a diving catch right side. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run with Sanders. He's into the secondary, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Once again with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, 1st quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Kamara up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw here, Dalton. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Here's Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Escaping the pressure right.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Another chance for Dalton.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
From the 30 on second down, Dalton, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go play action with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Dalton to throw. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Dalton now to pass. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is taken at the 23. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big...
Jarvis Landry! Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games.
Touchdown, Saints!